Hello there, and welcome to Clownworld. Buckle up, buttercups, because things are about to get weird. I'd like to introduce you to a little friend of mine, Wonka. He's a bit of a meme, a mascot, if you will. Think of him as the patron saint of misplaced optimism in this, the year of our Lord, whatever year this actually is. Because honestly, who can even tell anymore? Over the next however long it takes me to get through this list of societal dumpster fires, Wonky will be our guide through this carnival of absurdity we call everyday life. We'll be taking a deep dive into the most talked about, cried about, and certainly tweeted about issues of our time. From the hallowed halls of government to the seedy underbelly of your Twitter feed, we're holding up a funhouse mirror to the world and laughing at the distorted reflection. So grab your clown noses, folks, and get ready for a wild ride. We're going to have a few laughs, shed a few tears of laughter, hopefully. And maybe, just maybe, make a little bit of sense out of this whole goddamn mess. Or at the very least, we'll confirm that we're not alone in thinking it's all gone completely bonkers. This, my friends, is Wonka. He's not your average clown. He doesn't juggle, he doesn't make balloon animals. He tried once, it ended badly. And he sure as hell doesn't mess around. Wonky is the embodiment of Clownworld, a place where up is down is up, and nothing is quite as it seems. He's got that 1,000-yard stare that says, "I've seen things, man, things you wouldn't believe." He's seen the rise of the influencer, the fall of common sense, and the never-ending cycle of outrage that fuels the internet. He's seen it all, and frankly, he's not impressed. But he's here for the ride, just like the rest of us.
Mostly peaceful protests. Two words that, when strung together, somehow manage to be both utterly meaningless and incredibly triggering. It's like saying a glass of sewage is mostly water. Technically, yes, but also, no. We've all seen the footage: buildings engulfed in flames, businesses looted, innocent bystanders harassed, all under the banner of peaceful demonstration. It's gotten to the point where if I see a news report about a protest that doesn't involve at least one dumpster fire, I'm honestly a little disappointed.
Elections, the cornerstone of any functioning democracy, unless, of course, you live in Clownworld, where the very act of questioning the results is enough to get you labeled a heretic, a conspiracy theorist, a gasp, election denier. We're told to trust the system, even when the system seems to be held together with duct tape and prayers. Dead people voting? Sure. Voting machines malfunctioning happens all the time. Ballot harvesting on an industrial scale? Just good old-fashioned grassroots democracy. Don't worry your pretty little heads about it.
Education. It's the key to a brighter future. Or at least it used to be before it got hijacked by activists, ideologues, and people who think that teaching kids about pronouns is more important than teaching them how to read. These days, you're more likely to find a safe space than a textbook in a classroom. Math is racist, history is subjective, and the only thing we're learning is that the world is a horrible, oppressive place. Oh, and did I mention the crippling student debt? Yeah, that's still a thing.
Remember when women had to fight tooth and nail for equal rights in sports? Well, those days are long gone, my friends. Now the playing field is so level that men are competing and often winning in women's sports. Apparently, biological differences are just a social construct now. Who knew? Just slap on a wig, identify as a woman, and you too can shatter records and crush the dreams of female athletes who have dedicated their lives to their sport. It's empowering. Lie ridiculous.
Borders are so last century, darling. In Clownworld, we believe in open arms, open hearts, and open borders. Never mind the potential for increased crime, the strain on social services, or that whole pesky concept of national sovereignty. It's all about compassion, you see. And nothing says compassion like throwing open your doors and hoping for the best, even if it means jeopardizing the safety and well-being of your own citizens. It's enough to make you want to build a wall, or maybe just move to Mars.
Ah, the media, the gatekeepers of truth, the defenders of democracy, Wait, who are we kidding? In Clownworld, the media is about as trustworthy as a used car salesman with a forked tongue. They're more interested in pushing narratives than reporting facts. More concerned with clicks than credibility. They'll spin, they'll distort, they'll outright lie to your face,
if it means advancing their agenda. It's enough to make you want to get your news from a magic 8-ball.
Vaccines. The miracle of modern medicine. Well, except when they're not. In Clownworld, vaccines are either the greatest scientific achievement since sliced bread or a government conspiracy to control your mind, depending on who you ask. Don't worry about the potential side effects, the lack of long-term studies, or the fact that pharmaceutical companies have a bit of a track record when it comes to, shall we say, ethical behavior. Just roll up your sleeve and get the jab, citizen. It's for the greater good. Politicians, public servants, champions of the people. Okay, I can't even say that with a straight face. In Clownworld, politicians are about as popular as a case of chlamydia, and for good reason. They're corrupt, they're out of touch, and they're more interested in lining their own pockets than serving the needs of their constituents. But hey, at least they're good for a laugh. A sad, pathetic laugh. Is it just me, or is everyone angry these days? I mean really, really angry. Road rage is rampant, social media is a cesspool of toxicity, and even the most mundane interactions seem to devolve into shouting matches. It's like we've all collectively lost our chill. But hey, who needs therapy when you can just vent your frustrations on Twitter, right? Just be sure to use your angry emoji. Cities, the vibrant, bustling centers of culture, commerce, and rampant homelessness, sky-high rents, and a general sense of impending doom. In Clownworld, cities are a study in contrasts. On the one hand, you've got world-class museums, Michelin-starred restaurants, and a thriving arts scene. On the other hand, you've got people defecating on the sidewalks, drug addicts passed out in doorways, and a crime rate that would make Gotham City blush. Pronouns, the building blocks of language, or in Clownworld, the latest battleground in the culture wars. Apparently, we're all supposed to be grammar police now, meticulously scrutinizing every sentence for fear of misgendering someone. And God forbid you accidentally misgender someone who identifies as an attack helicopter or a sentient plant. You'll be cancelled faster than you can say gender fluidity. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of Clownworld in all its absurd glory. I hope you enjoyed the ride because, let's be honest, we're all stuck on this crazy train together. But hey, at least we can find humor in the absurdity, right? Laughter is the best medicine after all. That, and a healthy dose of cynicism. So stay tuned, my friends. There's plenty more Clownworld chaos where that came from. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and tell your friends about the show. Because in Clownworld, the only thing more ridiculous than the reality is trying to ignore it. And don't forget to visit soulclownworld.com for more absurdity and laughs. See you there.